Hey guys, it's Chris here. I just wanted to share with you a little bit about my journey because I think it's something that all of you can take something from and take hopefully some inspiration from, and also some some confidence. When I first started out in the fitness industry, my kind of journey up to that point had been slightly unorthodox. Although I was into sport at school, I was never really what you would class as like one of the sporty kids. I was probably one of the skinny kids at school. I was always kind of quite conscious about my physique. You know, I was trying to like cover up with baggy clothes, and I got into training actually when I got to university. I was kind of learning a lot more about how the body works, and got into training and kind of really enjoyed the feeling of kind of working out and feeling my muscles kind of growing. Even though it might not have been great, massive progress, I felt that I was making progress, and that excited me. But I didn't start off in the fitness industry, so I started working in the financial services industry, and I was in a job there for about 7 or 8 years actually. I was always kind of into training in the background, but I just kind of took a different career path, and over time, as I kind of spent more time in that sector, it kind of made me realise that I wasn't necessarily cut out for an office job in a 9 to 5, and the way I looked after myself was very different to the way I do now. Because I didn't necessarily enjoy the job that I was doing, I would spend a lot of time at weekends, you know, trying to mask the fact that I wasn't happy in my job and my career by just getting wasted all weekend, and that kind of continued on the path for a number of years. I was quite fortunate. Looking back, I was very fortunate that I got made redundant, so the decision was kind of taken out of my hands a little bit about what to do, but I decided to take a different path after that and followed a route down at the fitness industry. And that was when I really kind of followed my passion in terms of getting fitter, getting healthier, but also learning how to help other people, because I'd kind of muddled through up to that point, done a few things that had worked for me, but I really wanted to find out how I could help other people, because I knew that everybody was different, and what works for me wouldn't necessarily work well for anybody else or other people. So I was all about kind of educating myself, learning lots about strength and conditioning, training and nutrition. And that kind of set me up really well in the fitness industry, built up a successful business on the back of that. But now I'm faced with a different challenge. I'm faced with a challenge that now my own personal health and fitness isn't my number one priority. My number one priority is now my daughter and my family. And that's quite a big mental shift for me that I'm sure a lot of parents have had over the last few years. Yes, obviously the need to provide for my family is very important. But on the side of that, like, maybe my health and the way I've been looking after myself is kind of not necessarily a priority. You know, I'm not as selfish as I used to be about, you know, going to bed at a certain time, or I've got to eat the right amount of meals, or I've got to eat this, I've got to prep all this food. Right now, my priority is supporting my wife and still looking after my daughter, and that's very different and very big mindset shift. And that, I'll be honest, is something that I'm still kind of coming to terms with. You know, my daughter's nearly 9 months old now, but it's a constant learning curve, and I think a lot of new parents will be exactly the same position. You know, I'm trying things. I'm trying to work my daily routine slightly differently, set up different daily rituals so that I can look after, to be a good parent at the same time. And I'm learning things all the time. But I just really wanted to share that with you, because I think in our industry, you're never at the set space. You're always kind of moving. You're either moving backwards or you're moving forwards. I like to think I'm moving forwards and evolving. You know, I feel that I have a lot more empathy now with parents, whereas before I would have thought, oh, like so-and-so is missed training. Oh, he must be just weak because he's baby's not slept. Now I totally get it. If you've had a bad night with your baby, the last thing you want to do sometimes is get up early and train. So have that extra bit of sleep, concentrate on getting the right food in, and then come back refreshed the following day. So yeah, key message for this, guys, is always learning, always developing. Your life will take different kind of avenues. Might go one way, might go the other, but the key is just to always keep moving. And for all those new parents out there, like, I totally understand where you're at. And just a little bit of takeaway really from the video is just set yourself small goals every day. Don't necessarily try and do 5 or 10 things every day. Just do one thing and try and do it well, and do that consistently every day. You know, it might be eating the right amount of meals in a day, it might be eating the right amount of protein, it might be working out every day. But as long as you're moving forward and hitting those one thing every day, then you'll be making progress. Okay guys, so I've rambled on a bit there, but I hope you enjoyed the video. If anything kind of that resonated with you, or you'd like to find out a little bit more, or have a chat about how we can take things forward, just drop me a comment section or send me a private message. I'd love to talk. Okay guys, I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.